Hi, welcome back to Resident Resources with Ledgeview Commercial Partners. I'm Tom Motyka.
Brittany Ping.
Awesome. So today we want to just chat quickly about what it means to be a resident or going through the showing process with us as a prospect.
Awesome. And this is really important, this little piece is because we are a third-party property management organization. So we are licensees with the state of New Hampshire, and you are a tenant. And so part of what our governing body, the Office of Professional Licensing, right, and Certifications, they guide us as licensees in our relationship with you as a customer or tenant and what you can expect in regards to how we behave and what that means for us to be licensed in this field. So tell us a little bit about what a tenant can expect from a licensee, from an agent here at Ledgeview Commercial in regards to how we behave, how we treat them, things like that.
So as a tenant and a customer of our brokerage, it's our duty to basically provide you with reasonable care and skill. Always, I'd say, disclosing material defects with a property that may or may not be known, and also accounting for monies owed or monies paid by you as the tenant, and helping to assist with ministerial acts.
Yeah, so like for you, that's showings, right? That's a big piece. For us, we're your property management company. We're the ones that are accepting your rent collection, providing you with timely receipts, or answering questions that you may have about charges on your account or rent changes, things like that. We're able to do. And then I think this one of the pieces, you talked about reasonable care and skill, but one of the pieces is that we have to treat you honestly, right? There is an obligation for honesty. It's part of what it means to be a customer with us. Is that as part of our license, we are required to be honest with you, the public, and our customer, our tenant. And so what's the difference between a customer and then our client, who is the owners of these properties? So we owe all of those things to our clients, the owners, the landlords there. But what else do we owe the landlords that, as a customer, or a tenant, you're not getting?
So as a client of Ledgeview Commercial, we actually have a seller agency relationship with our property owners and our investors. So
yeah.
To them, we owe additional fiduciary responsibilities. We owe them things such as confidentiality, promotion of their best interests, lawful obedience, and full disclosure. So one of the things I love to go over with folks, especially in our move-in meetings, is that if you were to ever decide to hire us to help you purchase or sell a home, or represent you as a realtor, or manage a property that you own, we would owe you those same fiduciary responsibilities as well. You would become a client of Ledgeview Commercial, elevate beyond that level of customer service.
Awesome. And one of the things I like to say, it says our clients are who we owe confidentiality, but that doesn't mean as your property manager, we're holding things like, maybe your photo ID, we have your birth date, we have protected information. So we still have an obligation to protect those things.
Absolutely.
But I always say, if the owner were to say, Brittany, I don't care, move somebody in tomorrow, I don't care what the rent rate is, I need them in tomorrow, right? I don't tell a prospective tenant or something like that. But on the other hand, right, if a prospective tenant were to say, I would move in tomorrow at twice the rent, right, I can go share that information with the owner. Right? That level of confidentiality is not expected when you are a customer versus when you're a client. And one of the other pieces, and it's a big thing about our process and even the application process, it's all in writing. It's all, very specific. And that's because we negotiate on behalf of our client, right? We are advocates for our clients, the landlords. It doesn't mean we don't want to work with prospective customers or our customers, our tenants. So when we ask you to put something in writing, or we are, asking for you to provide us with additional income information for your application, or we're asking to make sure everyone over the age of 18 has an application in, it's so we can present that full amount of information and, advocate for our client in regards to the customers, the tenants that are in those properties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else that I missed about, that customer or the client relationship, things like that?
Ultimately, as a property manager, it's in our best interest to work with everybody. We want to give everyone that honesty, that fair dealings, the reasonable care and skill, clients and customers. We're here to help, transition you, hopefully from an old home into a new home.
Yeah.
And work with you folks and make that a smooth transition.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for this, watching us on this episode of Resident Resources. And we hope that you grab some good information and stick with us and see a little bit more about what we do for our resources, our residents, and their resources here.